Get ready to bundle up tomorrow morning. We're timing out the bone-chilling temperatures coming up.
Plus, new information on diet soda is startling some doctors. The low-calorie drinks could be linked to serious health problems.
This little dog is overcoming an incredible obstacle. We'll show you his new ride coming up.
Taking action for you. This is WMBD 31 News at 10.
Well, get ready for a brutally cold morning.
Brutal is right. Central Illinois is under a wind chill advisory. The cold is forcing more people into shelters tonight. One local shelter tells us it has about a dozen more people than normal. Be aware there are still slick spots on many roadways and streets, and police say drivers should exercise caution and allow more time when stopping. Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bailey is tracking temperatures in our 3D Live Weather Center. Marcus, what exactly should we be expecting going into the overnight?
Well, we're used to the very bitter cold, but sometimes we overlook those wind chill advisories, Bob and Meg. As we roll through the overnight, you're going to need to bundle up because we're going to be talking about 10 to 20, maybe even 25 degrees below zero in counties that are under that advisory until 9 a.m. Our temperature tracker takes the temperatures, at least the actual temperatures, all the way down to 3 below by 6 a.m. But again, when you're waking up and heading the kids off to the bus stop tomorrow morning, we could be talking around 10 to 20 degrees below zero, maybe colder in some outlying areas. So make sure to bundle up. It doesn't take long to get frostbite when it's that cold outside. There is some good news, though. Warmer temperatures are on the way once we get closer to the weekend. We'll talk about that in your 3D Live weather forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Bob?
Okay, Marcus, thanks. In other news tonight, a Peoria man who just completed probation on a weapons charge is formally charged tonight with the city's second homicide of this year. 27-year-old Darren Hardiman is facing 2 counts of murder in connection with the shooting death of Jarrell Hartwell Sunday morning outside Club Apollo. Authorities say he had been shot multiple times. Hardiman is being held on $1.5 million bond.
The Peoria Fire Department could be safe from job cuts. Tonight, the Firefighters Union has a new agreement with the city, and it could keep firemen on the job. Firefighters Local 50 President Andy Perry tells us the tentative deal is retroactive starting January 1st. If the deal is approved, union members will get a 2% cost of living wage increase in July of this year. In 2012, they will get a 2.5% raise, also deferred until July. Perry says 46 union members who would normally have received a raise due to experience and rank will not get one this year. He says that's about a $115,000 savings for the city. Perry says the department most likely won't suffer layoffs if the agreement is ratified. After both sides approve, a contract could be voted on in mid-March.
Arizona Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords is talking a month after being shot in the forehead. New photos are being released from inside the Congresswoman's hospital room. Giffords' spokesperson says her first words came in the past few days. She reportedly has asked for some toast. Giffords is in a rehab hospital in Texas. Doctors say the recovery will be a marathon process. Well, many of us think drinking diet soda is good for our health because it helps cut down on all those calories.
But tonight, a new study finds it may actually increase the risk of having a stroke. Jim Axelrod has more.
If you think you're doing the right thing by drinking diet soda instead of regular, you may want to rethink that.
We know that that sugar and calories are not healthy. However, this was the first study to show that there may actually be health consequences of consuming diet soda.
Hannah Gardner's team studied more than 2,500 people in New York City and found those drinking diet soda had a 48% higher risk of stroke than those who reported no soda drinking.
We did not see a significant association between regular soft drink consumption and risk of combined vascular events, but we did see it for diet soda.
Americans drink 4.2 billion gallons of diet soda each year. That's nearly a third of all soda consumed in this country. Since the people studied may have had other risk factors, much more investigation must now be done. But doctors say the study does deliver a valid warning.
We can't conclude anything definitive. There needs to be more research. But I think it starts to give suggestions that maybe drinking diet soda is not the best thing for us.
Meaning people who choose diet soda believing it's healthier might be buying an illusion. Jim Axelrod, CBS News, New York.
Experts say your best bet is to make diet soda a once-in-a-while treat or just drink water.
Well, gas is below $3 at least in one local gas station tonight. We found gas for $2.99 at the Kroger on North Knoxville in Peoria. GasBuddy.com says prices have been averaging more than $3 per gallon in Peoria since December. Tonight's deal is getting the attention of some drivers.
I drove by earlier and I saw $2.99, and on my way back home I thought I better stop and get it and get my extra 10 cents off per gallon.
GasBuddy.com says the lowest price in the Twin Cities tonight is sitting at $3.05 per gallon.
A Livingston County man is being called a hero tonight. During last week's blizzard, paramedics had trouble responding to a call. Volunteer firefighter Kenny Zapp happened to be listening to his scanner. He ended up using his end loader to plow the roads ahead of the ambulance so it could get to the hospital safely. Randy then turned around and escorted the ambulance back. The entire trip spanned some 50 miles and it took nearly 5 hours. If it wasn't for Kenny taking action, paramedics say things would have turned out differently.
I know the family's very thankful because we told them this is the only reason that we're getting through here is because this fellow is willing to take us all the way to the hospital.
And the patient got to the hospital okay. Kenny did not want to be interviewed for this story. People who know him say this is just the kind of thing that he's known for.
Well, dogs have a knack for cheering people up, and one dog is making a habit of it.
But now he's facing a special challenge. We'll show you why he needs some extra help coming up.
I just can't express my love for these guys and the things that Easter Seals does for children. It's amazing.
And later, these parents say their special daughter is changing their lives, and it wouldn't be possible without Easter Seals.
A football family in Washington is sending another son to play in college. Kurt will have that story ahead in sports.